after the pin bar engulfing one. Then you have multiple taps, 1, 2, 3. And then at the top you have a pin bar and engulfing candle once again. Not as strong as it's been here, but you can see when you go to a lower time frame, you will have a divergence in here. You see that the market is slowly exhausting, and you can see here, you even have maybe the signs of a tweezer here. 2 candlestick wicks, 2 double rejections, which show you that the market did try to push higher, but it did fail. You have an engulfing one, and you can see then the market dipped lower. So really, really important chart studies here as well. Pin bar and deceleration here in this one. Strong uptrend here, less strong move here, you can see. And this is very important when it comes to wave analysis, actually, that you look at the length of the wave. And you can see this is a very long wave. This is a very short wave. And this means that the momentum is also slowing down. And then when you see that after a trend that is slowing down, you have your pin bar, a huge pin bar, by the way, and you have your 3 candle deceleration pattern. Small bullish, and you can see it here, strong bullish candle, less strong bullish candle, doji pin bar, strong bearish candle, and then you can see the market sold off. Granted, not a huge sell-off afterwards, but nevertheless, if you use this with a higher time frame approach, this may help you get into high probability trades. Here at the right side, we have a deceleration candle. Once again, we have a strong uptrend here, very strong bearish sequence actually. Then you have a less strong bullish wave. Obviously here, very strong, less strong. You have here the previous resistance level, which comes in as well as another criteria. Then you have your deceleration candle. The bullish candles are getting smaller. You have a doji, and then you have a strong bearish candle. And then afterwards, the market really collapsed. So really, really important that you learn to read wave analysis, deceleration, location, and this is what we do in our masterclass. I can't stress this enough. Make sure to check the link in the description below. It's super affordable. You have everything, your whole trading education in one place. And let's keep going. Triple taps, which I have picked up from Moritz actually. You have 1, 2, 3 pushes. Or not significantly, barely higher highs. You can see from here to here to here, the price is barely able to make a higher high. So this already shows you that the market is not super strong, right? And then here you have a lower high, which is a huge signal. After a triple tap, you have a lower high. You can see the market then collapsed, and this is the current chart. So there's a good likelihood that this market may reverse even lower if it breaks the resistance or support level that we have in here right now. But the triple tap with a lower high is a very strong signal. And the last one, inside-outside reversal. We have an uptrend here. We have a slowing uptrend. You can see the bearish, the strong bullish candle becomes smaller. And then here you have an outside bar. This bullish candle is an inside bar because it falls into this huge bullish candle. So it's already showing you signs of deceleration. Then you have signs of acceleration away from the top, a bearish candle, a strong bearish candle, and then the market completely collapses. So again, deceleration, acceleration, inside, outside bars, location, trend analysis. If this sounds like it's too much, don't worry. Make sure to check the link in the description below. There is a step-by-step educational program waiting for you, and I really rely on your input, so make sure to leave a comment in the description below. If you have any questions, I will make sure I answer every question that you have. Leave a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, and then I look forward to hearing and seeing you in the next video.
Keep on developing certain habits, and whenever we need to break that, it is really painful. I know some of the good option traders who are not at all able to buy even a single option. They are option sellers only. They will not be able to buy even if the market wants that, okay, they need to buy. And even if they suffer, they will say, oh, I can't buy an option which is even worth 10 rupees. They can't. So we cannot be that rigid. We have to be flexible. Every businessman needs to be flexible with the changing dynamics of environment, structure, markets. You also need to adapt to these things. Nobody is going to adapt to our trading style. We have to adapt to the market, right? So Deepak ji has started second strategy, which is ratio spread. executed ratio spread and MTM of 25 points. That's really, really good. So that is the process. You have mastered the art of iron condor, and I think you are doing it not less than from 2, 3.
Guys, Rock's back again with another daily review. I'm going to be going over 8 charts today, looking at some of the trading opportunities that we could have taken based on the break and retest strategy that we've been learning, which of course would include the patterns that are provided to you guys, and obviously the market structure knowledge that we're now applying. So looking at the euro pound, what can we see? Well, in its simplest form, guys, we can see that we're looking for sell opportunities only. Why? Well, we can see the market was in a strong push to the upside. We can also see that we had a short-term trend line, price was stepping up, which clearly indicated that price was obviously moving in an upward direction at this moment in time, keeping it very simple. What did we notice here? Price started to tail off. Unfortunately, didn't have enough momentum to break the structure to give us a new structure high. What happened? Finally had some strong momentum to the downside, and then we can see prices now started to create a new support level. When we drop down to the 1 hour time frame, what can we see? Well, we can see prices obviously now in a downward trending market. Wouldn't call it trending, actually. I would say a sell bias market based on our understanding. We can see that price has tried on many occasions to attempt this structure, break the structure high, but has failed to do so. As you guys are clearly aware, all we need to do is bring our sword and shield, or shield and sword, to the market. We place it against the structure levels. We of course wait for price to come into our sell range. And as you can see from this example, we probably would have got it triggered into this trade. With this candle here, this was about 9 o'clock this morning. Certainly I wouldn't have got triggered in as a trade from 10, but those that trade early would have got triggered in. And we have a nice small stop loss. In this instance, it's 5 pips. And we have here a 20 pip reward. If we keep it real, we're going for 1 to 3 as a base minimum. We can see that we would have taken profit at the close of this candle here. So this was a beautiful trading opportunity today. For those that took it, very well done. For those that didn't, let's look out for these patterns as we continue the week. Today's only Monday. Looking at pound dollar, what can we see? Well, looking at this market structure, we can see that we are now looking for buys only. See prices stepping up. Based on market structure knowledge, we can obviously be anticipating buying opportunities based on this information, not forgetting though that price is topping out at this level and failing to break it. So we could also now be in what we call a range of market. So be mindful of that also. We're only looking for buys. So when we drop down to the 1 hour time frame, we're only looking for price to come back to strong support levels, which in this case was this here. This, if you would class it as a support level, I would bear in mind that this is only a 1 hour formed support level. This is a pile of 4 plus 1 1 hour candles, which only forms 1 hour's worth of information at this level. Okay, so just be mindful, guys. We're now waiting for this 4 hour candle to close to give us some more information, and then all we simply do is just wait for price to come back to our levels to then look for opportunities to buy or sell. So no trades on GU today. Swiss franc, what can we see? Well, based on market structure knowledge, we know that we are only looking for sells in this instance. We have a strong resistance level here, and we also have new structure lows at this level. As you can see the space to the downside. So what do? We know that we're in a sell bias market. We drop down to our lower time frames. Remember, we never change, move, or adjust the 4 hour key levels. We wait for price to pull out of these levels, as you know, and then of course we bring our shield and sword to the market, and then you guys know how to enter. Unfortunately, we would have got triggered in with this candle, and then of course you can see price reverse on us, unfortunately taking us out. So we have a small loss here on Swiss franc. So at this moment in time, we are 1-1 with 1 win and 1 loss. When we look at pound yen, what can we see, guys? Well, looking at market structure, we're now looking for buys only. We can see that price was in strong push to the downside. We have a nice short-term trend here. Price finally broke it, came back to structure, Okay, maybe not that extreme. Let's do this properly. So price was in a strong momentum downside. We have our trend line. We have a break of our trend line back to structure. If you notice, this is a 4-hour time frame, guys, so it's very important to observe this. We are not breaking structure lows. Price then came away from this level, came back for now what we would call a nice support level. And then, as you know, how we enter the market around this level, we would have had a great buying opportunity if this was the time to trade. So now we know where buyers only. What are we looking for? Well, let's drop down to our hour time frame. In this instance, guys, we're waiting for price to break the structure, come back for support, and then continue to the upside. Remember, we're not removing this. We're not changing it. We don't care. This is our 4-hour level. If it can be adjusted on the 4 hours, adjust on the 4 hours. But right now, we understand what we're looking for. As we can see, price never came back for any sort of retest around these levels to give us a clear buying opportunity. So again, no trade on GJ, but nice to see what price is doing at this moment in time. But of course, I will not be trading Asian session. So still 1-1 at the moment, 1 loss, 1 win, or 1 win, 1 loss. Let's have a look at Euro USD. Based on market structure, the patterns you guys are learning, we know what's happening here. Price is in a strong push to the upside, broke its trend line, came back to this level, as we can see, as a strong level of resistance, broke market structure to the left, came back for what we call a picture perfect retest.